So how's everyone doing today? Good. I see the conference going well. Great. So I'm going to be sharing with you a story today from the book of John, chapter 9. If you want to open your Bibles, you can follow along. I'm not going to be reading it as is. I'm actually going to be sharing a story between Jesus, a blind man, and some doubters. I, my handsome self, am going to take the role of blind man. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So I sit here about every day in Jerusalem and in front of a temple asking for some change, asking anyone that comes by for this. You got some change over there you have, you got a loose coin. See, everyone just keeps walking by. No one decides to stop and give me the time of day. But then I heard some people muttering not too far from me. I could hear that they were talking. I just couldn't hear what they were saying. See, I have good hearing. I knew that they were talking about me, though. Then a little bit later, one of them spits in the ground. All right, sure. Why not? Yeah, everybody spits, I guess. But then I hear him get down and start meshing it in the dirt, making mud. Like, ugh, that's just not sanitary. That's just disgusting. Ugh, I can't imagine. Like, all right, you know what? You do you, man. You do you. You want to be in mud, be in mud. I don't like sharing what happened next, but it came over to me, put it on my eyes. I'm blind, so I don't really know why you need to put mud on my eyes. It was disgusting. I wanted to freak out, but before I could say anything, he said, go, wash it off in the pool of Siloam. I wanted to wipe it off right there, but I'm like, all right, you know what? Fine. I'll go. I'll wash it off. I thought he was going to walk with me because I'm blind. And I stumbled a bit. I ran into a few rocks. I think there were rocks. I'm not quite sure, but eventually I got to the pool. So I heard the water, heard it running. I was like, all right. I got down carefully. I didn't want to fall in. I got down carefully, and I scooped up some water. I started washing out the mud off my eyes. Oh, it felt so relieving. Just this great feeling on my eyes. And I just kept washing and washing. And soon, just the mud was off my eyes. And I started opening my eyes. I can see. I can see the water rushing in front of me, and I can see other people washing. I'm like, I can see! Oh, so this is color. So this is color of red. Or is this the color of red? I don't know. I got plenty of time to figure that out. But I could see. I was so happy. I went rushing home. I went to my neighborhood, and I shouted. I was like, I can see! And all my neighbors are coming out, and I thought they would be joyful along with me, but not so much. I'm like, what's going on? And hear one of them say, isn't this the man that was blind at the temple, always asking for money? That's me. Another one was saying, it's like, oh, no, that's not him. He looks like him. Like, no, it's me, Preston. Come on, man, Preston, it's me. It's me, you know me. And I'm like, all right, how did you be able to become to see? How is it that you're able to see? Like, well, let me tell you. See, there's this man that's been going around Jerusalem performing these miracles, these signs, and I'm like, that's Jesus. He's been going around. So I'm like, the same man had to have washed my eyes. He had to have been able to let me see. So I tell him, like, well, Jesus came up to me, spat in the dirt, made some mud, told me to go put it on my eyes, told me to go to the pool of Siloam and wash it up. So that's what I did. Went to the pool of Siloam, washed it up. And now I can see! Come on, isn't that great? He performed a miracle! They still weren't happy about it. So they had some questions. They're starting to be concerned about my well-being. And see, they knew, they were asking, where is this man? Where is Jesus? See, I wish I knew. I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know where he was. So they took me to the Pharisees. Because the thing is, on that day, it was the Sabbath. You're not allowed to work on the Sabbath. And apparently Jesus, when he made mud, he did some work on the Sabbath. So the Pharisees, they were saying, he's a sinner. Everyone else is saying, that can't be, he can't be from God. He's sinning on the Sabbath. So the Pharisees, they asked me, so what happened? All right, second time today. Jesus came up to me, spat in the dirt, made some mud, put it on my eyes, told me to wash it off in the pool of Siloam. And that's what I did. Went to the pool of Siloam, washed it off, and now I can see. I was blind, and now I can see. Are you getting it? They were blind to ignore, and they were blind to the miracle. They were not seeing that. They're saying Jesus is a sinner because he did work on the Sabbath. Now, some of the other people, they were saying, how can a sinner perform such signs? I got the crowd on my side. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. They weren't even believing that I was born blind. What? So they called for my parents. It's like, oh, finally, some good news. But see, because I proclaimed that Jesus is the Messiah, I said he was a prophet. They asked me, and I said he's a prophet. And so, if you proclaim that Jesus is the Messiah, or he's a prophet, he's sent from God, and you're getting kicked out of the temple. You're going to lose all your status. You're basically not going to be anybody anymore. So my parents, when they brought me up, they said, yeah, he's our son. He was born blind. We don't want nothing to do with him. Mom! Dad! What the heck? You know how that felt to me, how I heard it? We're disowning you. You came from us, but we want nothing to do with you. See, they didn't want to lose their rights. They didn't want to be kicked out of the temple. It's like, all right, that's fine, whatever. So the Pharisees, now agreeing that I was born blind, they came to me and said, they gave me a second chance. They wanted me to right myself with God, tell the truth. It's like, all right. I don't know if the man was a sinner or not. That doesn't matter. Guess what? Guess what? I can't tell you that happened. I was blind, and now I can see. Sorry for a little sass there. These guys deserved it. So then, for the third time today, they asked me, how is it that you were able to become unblind? Oh, good Lord, have mercy on these men. I already told you. You didn't listen. Them Pharisees, man. What, you want me to tell you again? Do you want to become his disciples as well? They're sure on their way to it. See, they didn't find that as fun. I thought. See, I wouldn't mind becoming a disciple of Jesus. If he could perform those miracles, why wouldn't I want to be? Well, they were already saying I was a disciple. I was already following. Because they, the Pharisees, are disciples of Moses. They're followers of Moses. They can understand Moses. They know where Moses comes from. They don't know anything about Jesus. This scares them. They don't know anything about Jesus. They don't want to see Jesus. And so they don't know. They're blind to the fact that the same God who sent Moses also sent Jesus. I was getting it. I was like, wait a second. I slowly started to see how Jesus opened my eyes. How I was no longer blind. It wasn't my eyes that he just healed. And so I told them. I got to them, I was able to tell them. God does not send to those who don't listen to him, to the sinners. See, you say you don't know where Jesus comes from, and you know where Moses comes from. But how is it that this man is able to perform signs for someone who acts like sent from God? You don't know where Jesus comes from, I said to them. So if this man were not from God, then where did he come from? You ever have those moments where you say something and you know you're going to get in trouble? Yeah, they kicked me out. They're like, you were born a sinner, you have no right here. They kicked me out. Great. So let's recap for the day. My neighbors don't believe me. My parents have disowned me. I'm kicked out of the temple. And on top of that, I have no idea where Jesus is. The one man I want to follow, I have no idea where he is. Well, apparently, word of what I said there spread far and fast. It was big news. Someone being healed from blindness. That's never happened before. So this man comes up to me. Finally, I get to see a man come up to me. And he says, do you believe in the Son of Man? Do you know him? It's like, I know Jesus is a prophet. I know he does great, great things. Yes, I want to know the Son of Man. So I begged him, I want to know. I want to know who the Son of Man is. Please, tell me. I saw it before I was healed. I was starting to see. See, I didn't know why I obeyed him when he told me to wash my eyes down in the pool of Siloam. But I obeyed. I was starting to see before my eyes were healed. It's that man that was right in front of me. He was Jesus. I was like, Lord, I believe. I believe. Because I saw him while I was still blind. I was not blind when my eyes were closed. I saw him. What a day, right? What a day. I ended up talking with some of the other disciples. Back when I was so blind through my eyes. So the disciples, when they were talking to Jesus, and I was told the story, and they were trying to figure out why I was blind, where the sin came from. Whose sin was it? Was it my sin or was it my parents' sin? And Jesus says, no. It was no one's sin. This was done for the glory of God. This was done so this man can see. It worked! I was able to see. It wasn't for me, though. It wasn't for me to be blind so I could believe in Christ. Because, see, I shared my testimony with both my neighbors and the Pharisees. Some of my neighbors, some of the people that followed into the temple were able to believe. They were starting to question the Pharisees. They were starting to believe in Jesus, but the Pharisees still weren't. The Pharisees were still blind. I was telling them the light. You see, Jesus came in to be the light of the world so that our eyes can be opened and seen. So Pharisees, I was able to shine the light through the fact that I was blind to the Pharisees. I was able to share Jesus to them because of my trials. I can't count the years, how long I've been blind, how many rocks I've stepped on, how much things I've fallen into. It was painful. I was not happy. And then I was able to see? That easy? Oh yeah, I was happy. But I didn't go through that trials, that tribulation, so that I can believe in Jesus. That was the easy part. I believed in him when I was still blind because I followed his commandment. But it was that Pharisees. The light was the Pharisees. So let me go ahead and ask you guys. What trials do you go through that you don't know why you're going through? You don't have all the answers. That's okay. Because the trials God's going to get you through. But you got to make sure. Because, see, the trials isn't just going to be a shine of light in your life. But you getting through that, there's going to be a shining light into others. That God's going to use you to show faith and trust and life to those who still do not see. So who in your life does not see the glory of God, the light of God? I shared that. I wanted others to know who I was, who God was, who Jesus was. I shared myself, my faith. So are you claiming to see? Because the Pharisees, some of them came out after. They heard the story between me and Jesus. they heard, and they're like, Jesus, are we so blind? Are we blind? Even though we could see? It's like, you claim to see, and therefore you are blind. So do you claim to see God, but yet there's stuff going on? God's going to use you in miraculous ways. Be patient and strong, because he's going to get you through. Now, I want to share with you a story. My own life. Blind man was great. He went through great things. My wife and I, we've been married for a little over 3 years. That was back in December. We've had a problem through our marriage since our wedding night that we've not been able to overcome, that we've not been able to get through. I don't know why. Her and I are having to go through that. It's caused us pain. It's caused us arguments. It's caused us tribulation. But yet we're blind through it all. We have no idea what God's going to use it for. And so till this day, we're still going through that tribulation. We're still going through that pain and heartache. But I'm patient. I'm strong through it. I'm still married to her. I still love her. Even though it's killing me inside. And it's killing her inside. We're still going through it. It's painful. But, big but, through that, it's going to shine light to others. Let's go ahead and pray. Father God, we thank you so much. We thank you so much for the opportunity that we're able to shine the light to others. That you are able to use us and allow us to become vessels of your holy light. Thank you so much for the miraculous signs that Jesus has performed in our lives and the lives that we get to witness. Thank you so much. We pray, God, that we get to use what you have done in our lives for your glory, for your kingdom, God. We thank you so much. In Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.